Hi, I'm Karen. I'm going to recap Fear the Walking Dead for you for the first time ever and see if it's something that you like or that I want to keep doing, okay? So if you don't want any spoiler alerts, then why are you watching? So, okay, here we go. So it starts out showing like raw footage of what happened next after Nick dies. Sorry if you didn't want to know. You should already know that by now. And it's like Al is probably taking footage of what's going on, and Alicia stabs Nick's head, and then Strand, oh, I think I took a screenshot. Strand covers him up with his jacket, and then the other guy that he stabbed walks out as, you know, a zombie walker, and Alicia takes care of him. And then they're showing Al in the SWAT van. I don't know if it's moving, if it's traveling, or if they're just sitting in there. She's starting to interview Strand and Luciana. Okay, so they're starting to tell the story about what happened, the stuff that we missed. Okay, so back at the stadium, they said the vultures were there. They had been there for a while, and then they were all starting to run out of food, so they were eating cattle feed pancakes. Gross. But so they want to go out and look for some more food. So Strand and some guy I don't know yet, they were out looking at like a nursery, like for plants, and then these walkers come out and they've got cactus thorns all over them. So they fight with them and whatever. And then the one guy gets stuck with some of the cactus thorns, whatever they're called. And then the Strand goes, ah, pricks. Funny, okay. And so Nick and Lucy are out, and they go to a library because Nick wants to look for some books because people need something to live for other than food. But really he wants to find something to entice Charlie to come back with them. And then they have a little disagreement about the whole Charlie thing. And I think that's all so far. So, okay, hold on. Okay, they're back in the SWAT van, traveling, and John Dory, I think, is driving, and he said he used to be a police officer, so he's going to tell a story about that. Okay, so John Dory wants to find the woman, you know, that had the other gun that matched his. That's what the story ended up turning into. But he's talking to Morgan, and he's like, I guess you're, you know, probably going to leave once we get him buried. I guess they're taking him back to the stadium so they can bury him there. Makes sense. Okay. So they're traveling with dead Nick. Okay, now Lucy and Alicia are being interviewed, and they're telling a story, something that had to do with Nick, and it looks like when they're going to a water park. Okay. Oh, it's Alicia and Dharma, whatever her name is on here. She's always Dharma. They're going to the water park. This is like the flashback, okay? Apparently Dharma knows stuff about cars that might be useful information at some point. They're exploring the water park, and they decide that people used to live there until the fences gave out, and they're going to climb up the water slide to see what's up there. Okay, cut back to Strand's interview, and he's talking about when him and that guy, I don't know his name still, they went on their nursery run. They got a truck full of plants, and they're driving back. And I think Strand has a thing for this guy, and that's why he's not talking to him much and letting him get to know him. He's going to tell him about the rock that he carries in his pocket. Because it reminds him that he doesn't want to become the man that he was at that moment again. Okay, Alicia and Dharma are climbing up the water slide. Alicia dropped her knife in the pool full of dead walkers. And so her knife's at the bottom of that pool. They're still climbing up. Oh no. Okay, so there's like ammo and stuff up there. But then walkers started coming after him, and Naomi, not Dharma, okay, I'll call her Naomi now. She slid back down the water slide and went into this little loopty thing where there's a whole bunch of dead walkers waiting for her at the bottom. Oh no. Alright, and Alicia comes tumbling after. Okay, they made it back up into the place, the top. Naomi found some keys, and that must be the keys to the truck that she saw downstairs. Go figure, you know, out of all the 100 of cars that are... cat. All the hundreds of cars that are there, those keys are to the one that she wanted. And they found some other stuff, and they're like, yeah, we need to take all this stuff back. So Naomi gives Alicia the binoculars and says, look over there for something, blah, blah, blah. So she does. Naomi takes off, and she's going to take off in the truck with whatever they found. Alicia's telling the story to Al on her video camera. Cats are ruining my video. Okay, so Victor Strand takes Dude, whatever his name is, to this secret place where he has got a truck, and it's stashed full of like food and supplies and stuff. And I think he wants to run away with them. And Dude's like, oh, but the people back at the stadium, you know, they need this. But it could only be like maybe a day's worth of food for a stadium full of people. And but Victor's like, you wanted to know who I am. This is who I am. You want to get to know me. That's how you get to know me. Let's run away together. Okay. Okay, so Naomi's in the truck. She gets in there and turns it on. Starts to take off. She's out of gas. So Alicia catches up with her, and she's like, you're either with us or you're not, and blah, blah, blah. And so they're going to look for some gas. Okay, then back to Lucy. Let's see what she has to say about what happened next. Okay, so Nick is still trying to find something for Charlie to, you know, whatever. Lucy finds an atlas, and she's like, let's just move. Let's just go somewhere else. You know, take everybody with them. I thought it was going to be just like the two of them run off together. But no, she wants to like take everybody and move to just open the book and go to wherever it says. Okay, but that was the beginning of a bad idea. Let's see why. Okay, back at camp, Madison's looking through maps, trying to figure out where to send everybody out. And she looks out into the, you know, the open, and those vulture guys are there. Apparently, that one guy's name is Mel, because that's what my closed captioning says. He waves her over, and she calls him on the walkie, and wants to know if she has any relish, because he's cooking and stuff. I don't know, so they're talking. So Madison and Mel, did I say his name was Mel? They're talking, and Madison's all, you could still come join us. And Mel's like, no thanks, you could still come join us. And she's like, no, I'm good. And he told a story about how he used to live like her, and they were in a place, and that the fires were coming, and he told everybody to stay, and dang cat. Anyway, and but him and his brother are the only ones that got out alive, so that's why they're out, you know, living how they live now. So. Okay, so Victor's friend, Dude, is Cole. I'm learning names. Cole's like, no, I can't run away with you, and, you know, whatever. So they both come back, and he brings his stash back to the group. Unexpected. So Naomi came back with all the truck that she was going to run away in, with all the stuff that she took, because she used to be a nurse, and that was like some nursing stuff. So she wants to come back and start an infirmary. So everybody like wanted to leave and run, but now they're coming back. So Strand is like, I should have kept my truck, and you know, with the stuff in it. And Alicia was like, yeah, we decided to stay, but we should have talked my mom into leaving. And Lucy is gonna say something. Okay, because Lucy and Nick found a page in the atlas, and instead of going there, to like move, they decided they would just go there once and get like seeds, and fertilizer and stuff, and bring it back. And like, so everybody wanted to leave, but they all changed their mind. They're all gonna come back and make this place work. Oh, just they made the wrong decision to stay instead of leave, and that's why Nick is dead now. It's almost the end. What's gonna happen? Something's gonna happen. I don't know what yet. Back at the SWAT van, they're driving along to go bury Nick somewhere. I thought it was back at the thing, but no. They stop somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and they start digging a hole. And they're like, why here? And what's the matter to you? So they start uncovering something. They got a whole ton of guns and ammo and stuff buried there in what looks like a coffin size thing. So, I keep hitting the button. I think I'm doing screenshots. Okay. So, what are they going to do with the guns? They're going to go after those bad guys? Okay, so they're telling Al, okay, we don't need you anymore. We got what we needed, and, you know, you can go. But they're like, do you want to drive us to where the vultures are so we can finish this? And John Dory's like, no, take me instead, because he wants to go find the love of his life that has the gun. And she's like, load up, so she's taking him. So they bury Nick there where the guns were, and they replaced the guns with Nick. And Morgan put the flower from Nick's pocket on top of the grave, and everybody's floating up in the SWAT van. Something big's gonna happen. I just know it. Let's see. Uh-oh, they were loading up the van, and John Dory sees a backpack, and he's all like, where'd you get that? Could I see it, please? It belonged to Laura. That must be, you know, his long-lost love. He's opening up the backpack. Laura is Naomi, a.k.a. Dharma. She's got the gun in the backpack. Alicia says Naomi, Laura, Dharma did not make it out of there alive. She's dead. John Dory's like, no, she can't be. She's got to be out there somewhere. I don't see proof that she's dead, but maybe they're just assuming she's dead. But they're like, they did this. Let's all go get them. John Dory is distraught. He doesn't want to go with them. But Al says, I'll find out what happened, and I'll come back and let you know. Looks like Morgan's going to go with them. So SWAT van drives off with Al and Lucy and Alicia. And Strand. No, wait. Yeah, he was there. Okay. And John Dory and Morgan are standing around, gonna do whatever they're gonna do. And that was it. The end. I hope you liked my version of Fear the Walking Dead. And let me know. Like it. Subscribe or whatever if you want more. Let me know. Make a comment, okay? Thanks. Bye.